What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Coleum Farms. Today we are talking about the easiest way that I think to propagate these raspberries right behind me. So stay tuned.
Rewrite my destiny, please, Lord. I don't want my life to be a waste. I have spent it all on my life, all my love and all my time.
Now, the easiest way to propagate raspberries are these little guys right here. Well, I guess some of these aren't really little, but these are the shoots that raspberries put out each year. They don't propagate the way that most people think. Most people associate the raspberry with the blackberry or a salmonberry, where the plant will grow up and it'll come up and then the top will fall over and the tip will fall and the tip will root and form a new plant where the tip roots, and then it'll keep repeating that process. Raspberries, sure, they grow up and they might get top heavy and fall over, but they're not going to root where they fall over very readily. What they do is they put out these roots underneath the ground that go very long distances, and then they put out all these little baby raspberry plants. And now, if you let them, they will take over a whole area of a yard or a garden, a farm, wherever you put them. They will easily propagate themselves. So what we like to do here is come in every year and we will dig up all the little pups and we will plant them where we want them, so that they don't take over like our blueberry plants or the lemon balm here that this raspberry is so kindly growing up in the middle of. So it's very easy to propagate these. You just want to make sure that when you are pulling these up, you want to dig down around the base a little bit, and then you want to grab the plant and kind of wiggle and spin it almost as you pull up. You don't want to just yank it up, because you want to try and get as much of this taproot as you can, just to kind of help the plant. They're going to wilt over in this process for a few days, up to a week, but they should bounce back. These are very hardy plants, and they will still readily root and come back even in the hardest of conditions. Let's finish getting all these pups up planted, uprooted, and ready for their new homes. So we probably got 20 or 30 raspberry plants. I got them just sitting in some water in the bottom of the bucket there, just until we can get them transplanted. Of course, with the ladies behind us enjoying their weeds that they got in this whole process. Alright, now that we have our bucket of plants, we're taking them out here. Super excited for the huckleberry bush this year. Check out that rhubarb. Boom. And we got some comfrey that was growing wild that we potted up as well. The new garden bed behind me here that we're putting in, so we just gotta fill it. You can see I put some comfrey there and there to kind of take over as well, and we're gonna be putting some of the raspberries as well as a couple blueberries and some other things in here, and it's gonna be pretty exciting. Let's do it, guys.
just want to make sure that you get your plants watered in nice and the soil is packed in around them tightly so that there's no gaps around the newly forming roots, because they will die off if they are left without touching the soil. So once you make sure they're packed in tight, water them in, and then you can already see they're starting to maybe wilt over just a little bit, but they should perk back up within 2 days to a week. They should all be perked back up, or at least putting on new growth. And we're going to go ahead and follow their process as well.
These raspberry plants that are mature and have already been here for going on 2 years will continue to put out these pups all season long, so we're going to be able to dig those up and propagate them out, because next season those will also put out pups and shoots in addition to these ones continuing to do it. So before we know it, you will be overflowing with abundance in raspberries. So hopefully you guys learned something as you came along this journey with us today. If you did, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on the video. If you want to see the updates on these raspberries, and as we continue to propagate things and expand the farm, and as things progress here on the farm and change for the future to come, as we have a few big projects that are coming up, especially towards the upcoming winter season. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I will see you guys in the next one.